for the Hot Wheels Legend Tour back in Gilroy a few years back, and I think they had another one in Milpitas, but then it stopped, at least here in the Bay Area. And so I'm actually here in Union City for the Legends Tour for Hot Wheels. So it's a free event. We're gonna check it out real quick. The sponsors are different. It's not Dickies and whatever. So I think it's basically Mobile One, Arizona Tea, and Walmart, obviously, because they host it on their property. But enough about that. Let's check out some of the cool cars. It's gonna be real quick. So let's get into it. So it's all roped off or whatever, and you have a lot of cars that couldn't get in here. I couldn't make it to the deadline, but I do want this to show up as much as possible, because if I can get this to be my thumbnail, I would love it. I already took pictures of it, so this is basically what you're gonna get. So yeah, but to get your car in front, I think is like the wigger. So if I was parking, I'd want to be where everybody else is at here. But look how cool that is. And this is, like I said, all free, but you have to wait in lines. You got reps that take pictures, and they'll send it to your email. But yeah, but you got everything from classics to imports. So yeah. And what I like too is that they put on there a little detail of San Francisco Bay Area, but we're in Union City, so but Bay Area basically. How cool is that? That's like, yeah. So there's pretty much lines for everything, but let's go ahead and go down one of them at least and see some of the cool stuff here. But yeah, that's pretty much how it looks in a glimpse right there. Really cool. So let's check out some of the cars. So out of everybody that enters in here, the judges are gonna pick some finalists. One car is gonna be able to leave and actually do, you know, yeah, they're going to go on to El Segundo, I guess, LA, and do the tour. So let me show you like a giveaway they're doing here. Long line for it. I won't be waiting in that line, but if I would have known, I would have got some cool stuff. But yeah, so yeah. So they give you like a swag bag. They got the Legends Tour hat. I think they're out of it, or they're getting more. But it's a bundle that you can purchase and get the hat. So, but like I said, that's this year's hat. I have last year's hat, and I didn't enter my car in, so I'm gonna be kind of like sketchy about wait in line to get it. But if my car was here and I have more time, sure, I would wait in line and I would get the hat or maybe the flag. I think the flag's a really cool addition, but it's not bad for a $30 hat. And yeah, they're just showing all the different Hot Wheels. So they have the Fast and Furious 25th anniversary from the first film collaboration. So you see that. And all these other ones. I don't know if these are for purchase at exclusively this event, but a lot of different cool cars. So you're just gonna have to come here and check it out. And yeah, so really cool. Red Line Club. And then, you know, a lot of people that collect or whatever have something like this, like a man-built garage with the parking lot. It's so cool to be able to like see all your things. If I had as many cars that I have and still in the box, I would ideally have something like that to be able to showcase all that. And then, yeah, then we got more Hot Wheels here. And some classic ones and ones we kind of grew up with. Yeah, and then Neon Speeders. We got more Fast and Furious collection right there. I missed it on the first live stream. And then people are buying, I think, the one, I guess. So, yeah. Yeah. But, yeah. So, I'm going to try to get through here. Yeah. But let me show you some of the other stuff here. So this is a R85 Tribute Lightning McQueen. And this is a Dodge Challenger. I forget the character's name, but you know, basically supposed to be the Rusty Wallace version of that. So, yeah. So I think that's cool, but we'll look at this one because I think a lot of people, well, I haven't had a chance to go to a function and actually see it. So let's just look. We got the 95 from the year it is. You got the Rusty's bumper ointment. Yeah. But so I think coincidence that I got selected for here, but yeah. So all right. I want to just try to get to the back seat, just the detail. So you got the stickers on the tires, just like in the movie, and all the sponsors on the fender or whatever that is in on the Lightning McQueen for the Cars movie. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So previously, I heard like the owner did this for his kids because they're big fans of the Cars movie. So if you want to see more about the build, go on R35. Perfected 1, which basically says Perfected 1, but yeah, and yeah, you can see more. So let's just get a glimpse of that because it is really cool, like what he's doing for his kids or whatever. He's a big Disney car fans, so I hope to do something like this for whatever vehicle. I don't know if I'll have a cool vehicle like this to do it for. I definitely won't do it with the Camaro because I won't ever wrap the Type LT, but and yeah, I mean, there's just more cars here. So let's try to get to the other one. And let's see. And you can see, like I said, you see the car seats because this is... Oh, and I didn't miss the detail too. It has the helmet that has the tribute on there too. Really cool.
Serge, look what's inside of it.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. Oh. It's exactly how I was. All right, yeah. And Suzuki. You know those old school ones? All right. Yeah.
Guess what? Let's go.
All right. All right, let's go to the Challenger. If you guys know what the Rusty Wallace character from Cars, what the name of that vehicle is, I just can't think of it. But okay, well, anyways, it has how he probably did it before and after, so you can check it out if you're a big Cars fan. Check it out at Hemi Kings 43. So this is like basically just kind of like the same thing with the, if you've seen the movie, the first one, you see the Rusty Wallace character. I forget if it was, but I'm pretty sure it was like somewhat of a Dodge. They just didn't have the rights for it, but yeah, but really cool. So yeah. And it got anime, I mean, trikes and all that stuff. And they have a lot of stations for free giveaway stuff. I'm going to try to check out some of them. If you look on YouTube, it has it. But I'm literally going to do this on my way out. So I'm just trying to go check out just some of the stuff because if y'all got FOMO, this was the spot to be at. And they had stickers that they're giving out here too. And then you have the different vehicles. That I don't know if they're selling them here, advertising it, but yeah, you can see it here in the brick shop. Really cool. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. And then you can get your bricks, and I guess you can build your own or whatever, but yeah, you pretty much can go in and out. It's free, so you can't beat that. And all right, let's go down the next middle lane. Like I said, the lines are huge for it, so I would recommend if you are here, you'd have to pretty much just get in line and go check out the cars later. But you know, all right. All right, I'm gonna find out and see how does this work or whatever. So, all right, this is the shortest I've seen the line. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you had to buy it. You had to buy oil and then show it to be able to get that 5 quarts. So, which Walmart does sell it. So that's how you get the free T-shirt and swag that they give out. We're gonna look at the Arizona real quick, which who knows, maybe you get an opportunity to catch this kind of stuff online, but the line is going to be very long, and I don't know. I think might be free or whatever, but I'm gonna just sign off just so I can take a picture, and then I will maybe be able to look at this. Yeah, I'd say probably worth the wait if you want exclusive apparel or whatever. But let's just go down and check out some of the rest of the cars they got here. So we went down that section, and then there's the last section. Now I'll be on our way out. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strawberry flavor.
Oh.
And then if you get Arizona.
Okay, you get to try a flavor. But yeah. And then this, and saw my earlier live stream, this was open earlier, so it's really nice to see this like fully closed. I think it looks better when it's just, you get to see like the aerodynamics and just the sleekness of it. Oh yeah, look at that beauty. All right, can't beat an Impala, so you know, you just have a lot of choices. And then the thing's playing Godzilla, which is funny, really cool. Points for that. You got BMWs, all this stuff, but I mean, I have to show this real close because I used to work for the post office. I used to drive this vehicle. They still do drive these similar vehicles. I think maybe a couple of years older, but I think this is like a 74, but this is definitely a modified USPS postal mail carrier, their vehicle that they drive. So if you ever look at your mailman, they drive, it's right-handed drive, and they come with a little, like, I think 4-cylinder engine. This clearly doesn't have that, but you know, yeah, so that your mailman can deliver carrier. It doesn't have air conditioning. I like the ride of it. Yeah. Oops. And then but yeah, it's so cool. Very cool. That's awesome.
Excuse me.
All right. So yeah, to me, I feel like that one will win. I have a feeling that I just look at like unique vehicles, and I've seen it around. I just never got an opportunity to look at it because we've been at a couple of shows, but usually I'm doing the Brown competition and other shows I wasn't able to physically be there, but my car was there. I seen it. So, and nobody's really doing, modifications to a mail carrier vehicle. So, and it's a legit one that they bought probably from like an auction or something like that and had to like actually, fix it up or whatever. So, yeah. But, oh man. So, yeah, this is cool. Monte Carlo. Oh, I love the Volkswagen. Buggle, Beetle. That's cool. Like, you don't see too many of these anymore. That's just crazy. So, yeah, so you've got, just different wraps. You got, what's supposed to be, I think, like a spacecraft or something. So that's kind of cool. And, yeah, I mean, this is really cool. Yeah, so. All right. Okay, and we're going to work our way down, but I thought that was another cool one. But at the end of the day, it's a wrap. I'll go with the mail carrier over that. This one's another one that's similar to it, that style wrap on the Cybertruck. So, yeah. So, for me, the Cybertruck is going to win this because there wasn't anything done to it. If it was like chopped up and all that, you got a lot of the wrap, and I don't know if that's done through Sharpies or whatever, but Baja outdoor car. Yeah. But man, this is outdoor camper if you're into that, traveling and all that, outdoors. Let's go over here because there's like sounds that are being made. But this one's got like, kind of reminds me of the van from what you call it, from Dumb and Dumber when they had the van. But that's cool. So yeah, and it makes it sound very cool. That's cool. So yeah, so that's a very unique one. And like I said, you just have a variety, and I can't think of another car event that allows or that has these type of vehicles, because I just don't see them that often. So my vehicle would have just been like a regular car out here, but you know, this is just so cool. So you got the Baja Racing style campers, rat rods, classics. It's just a lot of variety. So all right, yeah, but and like I said, these vehicles have to stay here for the whole duration of the event. So parking was very limited. So I was able to almost get a parking or get a part of this show, but unfortunately I wasn't able to commit to the whole day of the show. So they did probably have extra spaces, or they had people that dropped out, but you know, and yeah, I mean, really cool. So I have to make sure I'm gonna, so it's hashtag Hot Wheels Legends. So that's the tag that they're using. This is an iconic Hot Wheels car too, like a real Hot Wheels car. So but yeah, you know, that's it. So I think we wrapped it up. We got opportunity to like sit in there and backdrop on the stage because they do a panel and the DJ. But I think that's it. So this is the social they have for that. And so all the stuff will be on there with the DJ. And that's it. So very, very cool. Yeah. All right. Okay. So that. All right. So that concludes. I have other stuff I need to do. I have a 2014 Chevrolet Equinox, that LT, that I need to actually attend to. I'll probably do an update video on that maybe tomorrow, or I don't know when, but basically this is the place to be at, and it's already 11 o'clock. So I've probably been here overall probably about an hour or less, but you have a lot of cool vehicles here. Now you can get in. Before you kind of had to wait, and there's a lot of vendors outside because the spacing is very limited, and some vehicles didn't make it to the deadline that were part of the show. So they basically just said, hey, you're gonna do that. So, and you can still get food out here. You can't get food, unfortunately, inside, but this is a good family event. But if you don't like crowds, you will not have a good time, because everything was a line. But can't complain when most of the stuff was free. So, and I didn't, and getting parking in here, you won't find parking. So you try to park in Walmart, that's not going to be good. So just stay with me for the hack, because if it comes here again and you're not going to enter the show, you can go across, cut through to the next plaza, and you have plenty of parking. But everybody's trying to get parking within the property of Walmart, and it's a Saturday anyways, morning, so it's going to be packed. But you got a lot of cool cars that maybe weren't able to get their car ready in time or whatever, or may make it to the deadline to do it. So if you don't get to check out everything, you still have a lot of cool vehicles that have showed up here to support the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. So, I mean, you can even clearly see over there, that's a car that probably would have been inside, that classic car, and probably just wasn't able to sign up in time. I think you were able to sign up all the way until whatever. Oh, check this out. So I mean, stuff like this, very cool. Yeah, so I love Jurassic Park. So that's a cool ride. So, you know, but yeah, there's just a lot of people going in and out here because of people leaving and people trying to get in and squeeze in for the last event or whatever. Because like I said, a lot of people just want to check it out. And I'm going to try to check out the thing here. So here, let me show you real quick. So this is hidden. See, they don't even let you know. This is not even paved. They just have stairs, and they stop doing it because they don't want people to know about this. So yes, so this is the easiest way to get to the venue. A lot of people don't know that. So, but I have been here numerous times, so I know my way around Union City, especially this plaza, because there's one of my favorite spots, Chevy's. But Hot Wheels Legend Tour was, you know, like I said, I probably would have picked a different location for it, just because this one doesn't have the logistics set on for a big crowd like that. I would have maybe picked like Milpitas, Gilroy, not Morgan Hill because it's a really small center, but I'm not going to complain. It was free. They had great stuff, and I definitely want to. I really do want to be a part of it next year. You know, yes, did I want to get some of the merch? Yes, I did. But I'm going to refrain from it because I have like the OG merch, and I personally like this one over the new one that they're doing that's just silkscreen. And so, it failed today though. But I thought just maybe, I was going to be able to get my wife's Chevrolet Equinox all-wheel drive LT. Yeah, I kind of wiped it down the other day. I thought maybe I was going to get it. An opportunity to, and it is hot. I thought I was going to get an opportunity to do it, but it just didn't work out. To get a picture. I got a picture, but not of with the vehicle, and it's just super hot. I have no idea how hot it is, but it's 11 o'clock. I'm wrapping it up. Yeah, and I'm from the Bay Area, so I'm basically, it's only 72. It feels a lot hotter than that, but I don't know if my phone's or my thing's acting up. But basically, San Jose, Milpitas, or whatever. But I happen to be over here on this side of town to check it out because I was at Palo Alto. I had to go to the VA appointment that I guess isn't available on Saturdays. So that's something that they guess funding, they cut it down. So, but yeah, so I've been to Monterey. I got married in Monterey. So FYI, I love the city of Monterey. I hope to go there for Car Week. I'm really hoping that I can pop in there, even if it's just without my Type LT, but it's something about going to Car Week. You know, I don't know if my wife will be able to go, because obviously we're expecting, and to put her through this, I would have been sleeping on the couch, to be honest. But yeah, the sponsors for the Hot Wheels Legends Tour, Mobile One, they've been there since day one, and Walmart, because they provide the location and the spacing for it, and then Arizona. So there's no Dickies, and I think Honda was one. So it's just those three big ones. So shout out to them for making it happen. And yeah, I'm just trying to crank. I gotta crank this AC all the way up, and for some reason I didn't have it all the way cranked up, and it is bricks. But then again, I'm wearing a black shirt, my bad. But you see, I had the drip, Cars Line drip. So, but I think if I'm going to say and pick an actual vehicle, I would say that the mail carrier Jeep or whatever, classic one, rat rotted and all that, I think that is the one that I would love to see it be made into a Hot Wheels, just because it's original in some aspect. You know, they did a lot of modifications, and I feel like that's something that a lot of kids could gravitate towards, because everybody has seen a mail carrier fleet vehicle out there delivering mail every day, mainly through the daytime, early morning to like nighttime. When I worked there, they didn't want us delivering at night, but when duty calls, they, you know, maybe a couple hours into the night, but pretty much wanted them to be there only during like the early morning and early evening hours to do their routes. So they didn't get it done, you didn't get your mail, or yeah, it just went to the next day. So anyways, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, thanks for checking it out. Sorry I was like rambling. This is the only way that I can leave, because if I was to stay there without the live stream and not, I would have been in line. And I just know that wouldn't have been exciting. So doing the live stream actually prevented me from waiting probably 30, 45 minutes to an hour to just spend money on a $30 hat or to get some free merch that, yes, is really cool. But I'm perfectly fine with this hat that I got for the inaugural year. And I only seen one other person wear it. And people are kind of looking at me, I think they thought I worked for them. So I didn't think about that. Luckily, I wasn't wearing like slacks and all that, but it's a hot day. So, all right. Well, hey, thanks for checking out YouTube channel, StreetGuy73. And hopefully I'll be able to cover someday or whatever. We got Monterey Car Week is like the biggest thing here in the Bay Area. This is like our version of Hot August Nights in Reno, but this is in California. Monterey has a lot there, a lot of great memories out there, and I'm hoping to do more. If you've seen some of my content on my YouTube channel, I have Monterey Car Week from 2 years ago. Check that video out. I did that all on my birthday. I don't think I'll do it again for my birthday because obviously, yeah, my birthday falls on a Monday instead of a Sunday. So I don't see that happening, but all right. I guess I'll see you on the streets. Please like and subscribe. YouTube channel, StreetGuy73, and my wife's family channel, merch search _247. There's gonna be a lot of content on there too for like if you're into Disney, Cars Land, just merch in general. I'm going to be basically trying to piggyback and do both of them. If I was buying something, it would have been on merch search, but I just wanted to show you guys and girls what it looked like if you were just to pop in. So you got 1 hour left. If you check it out, maybe they'll be extended, but they're gonna close everything up. So if you wanna see the rollouts and all that, stick around till after 12 o'clock because they all have to leave the property. And I think seeing these cool vehicles being trailered off, or if they're actually being driven, is a lot cooler than it just being parked or whatever, because I'm just curious on how loud that mail truck is. If you check out their Instagrams, I tried to plug a lot of the vehicles, the cool vehicles I thought, to hear their build story and all that. So all right, stay cool. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look online and see what I missed out on or whatever, because it was so packed. So I would have loved to have at least gotten a picture, but I took some pictures outside of that. So yeah, all right, well, cool. And yes, they did have Mustangs there too. So but yeah, forest green to me is a very iconic Mustang color because of the Steve McQueen, right? Yeah, Steve McQueen movie Bullet. So that's when I first saw one, when I saw it like on VHS back in the like late 80s, early 90s. So just not trying to give away my age, but that's how old I've been around the automotive industry. So all right, well, I guess maybe I'll check out Monterey Car Week. So stay tuned, and thanks for tuning in. All right, bye.